And at this point, I'm trying to go. I'm like, I want to go. And I'm like, this is not fast enough. This needs to get faster. So here I go. Bam! Sprint, 180, heart rate, 450 meters to go. And still going. Hey everybody, welcome to Crit Dad, the channel about racing bikes in your 40s. Happy to have started all this. Hey everybody, welcome to the channel, Crit Dad, a channel about crit racing and bikes when you're 41. I'm let's see here. Mochi, welcome to Crit Dad, the channel about racing bikes in your 40s. Could be 30s, could be 20s. You don't have to be a dad. It's okay. So just buckle up. It's going to be a bumpy road. You're going to hear a lot of bad advice about Cat 5 racing. That's all on you. If you learn anything from this channel, it's purely for entertainment. I hope I have fun doing it, so I hope you have fun watching it. Without further ado, let's get to the race footage. Okay, this is it. Eldo Race 7. Le Mans running start in the beginning. That was unusual. Usually they line us up and talk to us before they let everybody out of the gate, but here I am asking everybody if it's a formation lap. So this is the Eldo Criterium race every Tuesday night during the summer. This is race number 7 of 10 in the first series, and then they're going to do another set of 10 right after this, going up to around August or Labor Day. So there's about 12 weeks left. And yeah, we're all just cruising here. 19 miles an hour. No one really knows if this is it or not, but you'll soon see that it picks up, and then we absolutely do know that the race has started. So this is the Cat 4-5. Of course, that means category 4 and 5, 5 being novice. And that's me asking Cliff again, same question of if it's a formation lap. Right here you can see Matt from Go Fast start taking off, and everything's getting super strung out. There goes Cliff, and now the race has officially begun. 27, 28, 29, I think we get up to like 33 on this tailwind section, so everyone's amped, ready to go, and catches me a little off guard, but I think we're good here. It's in the beginning, it's exciting, so there's plenty of energy. Heart rate's not even close to being being revved up yet. So down here on the back stretch is a ton of crosswind. Right here I'm on the shouldered side here, trying to get protection from the wind. If you roll up on the right side here, it's a lot easier. I've noticed that if I directly behind someone back here, you just don't feel any draft, so you start to feel the crosswind around there. You can see I have the NorCal Cycling setup here. If these gauges look slightly familiar, it's because this channel is 100% inspired by NorCal Cycling. Of course, if you're watching this, you probably know what that is. If you don't, I'll link it in the description below, and that is where you can actually learn real advice about crit racing. And yeah, and this is the only little bit of elevation in the whole race. It's a good time to move up. Everyone kind of bunches up. It's also headwind, so there's headwind and elevation right here. You can see the little windsock blowing for us. I think we already passed. Oh no, there it is. There we are. already passed. No, there it is. So the windsock's telling us, yep, the wind is blowing in our faces. So, a little bit about this race. There's about 4 heavy hitters that will probably cat up soon. But you have right there on the left in the Farmer's Insurance, that's Brandon York. It's got like a 1,000-watt FTP. So, and not to be with, well, that's Crit Dad, I guess I gotta bleep that out, is Cliff here. Cliff is the man. South Bay Wheelman jersey. Follow this guy to the very end, which I forgot to do during this crit. But basically, you find Cliff and you just follow him. The other strong rider, I believe that's Matt here on the Go Fast jersey. He's up there usually a lot too. And then in the orange up there, when we get a clear shot, is Daniel, and he's also on the podium just about every race, right there. And not pictured here either because he's way off the front or just behind us is Julian, who we just saw on the podium there, first place. There he goes, yeah, in the blue and black. So he can hold 25, 26 miles per hour on his own in the headwind, which is pretty impressive, I have to say. Got Juan in the red there. Strong rider, ending in the pack every time. The first 3 times I did this, I definitely did not end in the pack and I got dropped hard. So you're averaging 25 miles per hour throughout the whole race. Here we're in the tailwind, easily getting up to 30 miles per hour in the draft. And I didn't have my power meter connected. Super bummed about that. All the gauges, you know, it's a straight inspiration from NorCal Cycling. The key basically tells you exactly how to make the gauges, and there's 2 options. It's Dashware and Garmin Verve, and they both suck. And it's literally my job in my career as a designer to make this kind of like data visualization in After Effects, and so I'm holding myself to come up with some new gauges and do something bespoke. But for now, I just wanted to get this first video out, and I like the way Jeff does it. I like his meters, and I like his little countdown in the upper right, and I like his showing the wind and stuff like that. It's all very useful compared to the other data that I've seen. Alright, so little breakaway, not really going anywhere. It's starting to come up to the headwind, so that's going to get chased back. Those are all the top riders up there. And so I noticed that those guys are up there, so I'm trying to sort of stay close. I'm trying to go to the left side here to get a shoulder from the wind. So yeah, you got Brandon, you got Cliff. So wherever Cliff is, that's where you want to be. This race is $25 a race. It's another $10 if you don't have a racing license, and you can go get a racing license for the year for $99 from USA Cycling. Eldo has a Facebook page, it has an Instagram page, Methods to Winning, Bahati, they're all part of the organizations who help put this on. It's in beautiful Long Beach, El Dorado Park North, or El Dorado Park 3. So come on out every Tuesday night. It starts with the juniors. Register around 4. I think they start around 4:30. The Cat 4-5 starts at 5:35. And the Pro 1, 2, 3 go around 6, along with the Masters group, which is 40 plus, which you have to be a Cat 4 or higher. And those are an hour long. Either way, it's fun for the whole family. There's going to be 12 more weeks until the summer ends. Then there'll be a racing every Tuesday night. Alright, so here things start to pick up a bit right after the finish line, start finish, and I want to stay with this group, so I'm continuing to put out enough effort to stay relatively close. And I'm looking behind me and I know the group's right there, so I'm basically pulling the group with me to catch up here. I think at this point I look behind me, I know the group's coming, and so I think I let the group sort of take over. I'm not sure. Yeah, this is Brandon's still here. Woo, thank God. So Brandon's back. I think I looked and saw Brandon might be back here, so I knew we were safe. And he'll tow us up there. Yeah, that would have been too much for me. So I knew I wouldn't be able to pull that. If I would have burned a match to try to bridge that gap, I probably wouldn't have been able to stay on. But the good thing is that we're coming up to the crosswind, and the group usually slows down on this stretch in the back here. And there's people yelling to, I don't know, just keep going or something. But yeah, I think right now we can tell it's going to get caught, so things ease up a bit. And I think I gave a pretty decent effort there, so I'm falling back. But the group is huge. There's probably like 30 or so people here. So I think I figured I could just watch it bunch back up around the corner here and I'll be safe. You don't want to be the last one. That's not gonna work. So this is a good corner to try and get as good as possible, because a lot of people take it sort of average, so I always like to try to hit that corner as hard as I can. It wasn't a good example. Yeah, so I like to put down power here. It just feels good when I'm going up on an incline for some reason. That's just a good place for me to go, and so we're all kind of back in the mix here. The group in the front is definitely bunched up from the wind, so we're safe again. No real breakaway there. So yeah, welcome to the channel. Like, subscribe, hit that bell, do those things. Let me know what you think. What do you want to see? Well, it's mostly going to be this. So, like I said, buckle up, pack a lunch. I want to give a shout out to Big Sean here, number 385, who's mostly responsible for me being out here. Last year I came out to the last race of the season. I brought my son with me, and my son met his fellow classmate at the race, and so turned out that was Sean's son. And I met Sean, and then I started riding with him on Saturdays. I went to the first Eldo race with him, and he taught me a lot about what to do with your front wheel, which is to not overlap the rear wheel and to just stay in the draft. So before our race is the junior race, under 14 years old, and Sean's son actually races in that race, and so we love to come out and cheer them all on. Sean's a great leader, super vocal, keeps the group alive. So we'd love to have him out there. There's always a big free draft on Sean. So thanks, buddy. Here we're at 22 in the tailwind, and I feel pretty good. My heart rate's at 149, and I'm thinking this would be a great time to attack. And I even mentioned it to Sean there, like my mental says like I should go, and I think that's just not gonna happen.
I mean, this would be a good time to attack, but
So I know that if I go, I'll be brought back. I can't hang in that headwind on my own. So there are times where I do get up there because I just want to try, and I kind of sometimes hope that someone comes with me and we can try to rotate, but no one ever comes with me. Basically, people look and see. If someone breaks away, everyone looks at Brandon, and if he doesn't go, then no one really goes. So if it's not Julian, Daniel, or Cliff, or Brandon, then nobody goes. So it's a good, if you want to come out and be strong and win this race, and you're a stranger, just break away and no one will follow you. So we're picking up speed over the start finish here, up to 32, which is pretty fast, and I think I just decided to keep going because I see the breakaway up there and we're going fast, and I don't want to get dropped in the tailwind, because if the breakaway decides to keep this speed up through the tailwind, I don't know if the group is gonna make it, so I go here. And luckily I think these guys let up, so we're good, and the group came with me. It wasn't, yeah, we're already slowing down a little bit. So I was nervous that this break was gonna just take off, and so I wanted to bridge up there. Yeah, Julian's in the blue and black with the white and black helmet there. So he's the guy to watch, and he eventually does break away. So I decided to go, ramp it up to 33 miles per hour in the tailwind. And yeah, like I said, no one follows me, but am I gonna keep this up for 22 more minutes and 15 kilometers to go? Well, you never know, so you gotta try. And right now I'm already gassed and starting to fall back a little, but I don't know, gave it a go, and leading the race, so that's cool. But here the pack catches me, and that's that. So breakaway attempt numero uno didn't go too well, but I had to see what I got. Here comes everybody else, and here we go again. Back in the group. Orange jersey there, I think, broke away too. So there was 2 breakaways in Julian. Or there was 2 breakaways. One had Julian in it, and then the other one had orange jersey and a red jersey in it. So I'm able to stay on the back of the group here in the headwind section, and I'm pretty satisfied that despite the attack not working, I still have the fitness to stay in the group at the draft, whereas in the first couple crits I did, I might have been excited, pulled on the front, done a little bit of an attack and then just got dropped right away. And so yeah. It's getting pretty strung out here. But Brandon's right there, so we're good. All right, let's fast forward a little bit. So much headwind. Oh, that was close. So I actually talked to Julian about his strategy, and he says he just powers up that hill and does 25, 26 by himself, and then just cruises the rest of the course around 25. He doesn't push it in the tailwind. I mean, makes sense to me. Just save your energy for the hill and keep your average mile per hour up. So yeah, next week I'll definitely have the power meter connected. This is the shakedown run.
Is there a guy off the right? Who is it?
And here I am asking about Julian off the front. It's like, oh, guess he's gone. Can barely see. Moving my way up.
Who's off the front?
Yeah, so I believe Riley's in the orange bike up there with the big guy with the orange jersey, and those guys start to take off as well. Here I'm on Daniel's wheel. Doing 29 through this corner, so I think there's this idea that maybe we can catch Julian, but I don't think it's gonna work. Yeah, this guy's at the front getting tired, or not. I guess we let it go. Trying to encourage Daniel to bridge the gap. So my heart rate's maxing out right here, 182. I don't have much left, so everyone's probably pretty tired of chasing. I start to fall back. See the two riders that end up taking off for a while, but they will be brought back. Yeah, someone goes on the left there. I think that's Matt. And so, I mean, that's all it takes, really, is someone to go who has respect of the group, and then everyone else will follow. Like I said, sometimes, or most of the time when I go, nobody goes. So yeah, that Matt picked it up there, which was needed for sure. It was we were kind of just hanging out. Yeah, heart rate's up to 178. That was 179. It's almost anaerobic. Yeah, my max is 188, so if it's in the 180s, I'm dead. But it's weird, it says I've been hanging on, so I've been getting used to it. But yeah, from start finish through here, we're doing a lot. So this is a good effort. All right, let's fast forward a little bit. 2 to go. 2 to go. Not going slow. Getting up there. Yeah, here I decided to just keep pedaling. So whatever I was doing behind, whatever I was doing in the draft, I just decided to continue that power effort instead of coasting, and it worked. And here I am up with the cliff. I feel like a champ. Bam! What's up, man? I'm gonna pull everybody. Let's go. So, I think here I flicked my elbow. I'm just like, yeah. So putting down that 30 seconds of power to get to the front, I was like, man, what am I doing up here? So I'm not gonna pull the whole group with me. I know that break's so long gone and that I'm gonna get caught. So, like I said, I try to get a little help, and if someone comes through, and I believe the group maybe starts to pick it up here, but I'm tired. Brandon and Daniel set the pace, and I think it's pretty easy for them at this rate. Alright, setting up before the last lap here. Attack goes on the left, and I definitely do not want to be dropped with 1 lap to go, so I follow this out as best I can. Try to get past a few bikes here. And this is going pretty hard, 29 miles per hour into the headwind, and it's getting pretty strung out. So I definitely want to stay on this train and not get left behind with 1 more lap to go. So we're putting in a pretty good effort here. It doesn't really let up, but yeah, I think as we get to the start finish, there becomes a slight break. There's a little bit of coasting here, but then the attack continues. We catch the 2 orange jerseys that were off in the breakaway. They start to come back into the group here. There's Cliff. All I need to do was look for Cliff. I got crazy at the end. That's Riley on the right, and so he comes back into the fold. We're doing a decent amount of work here. 26. So it's getting spicy on this last lap. I'm feeling good, which is crazy. I look back at this footage and I'm pretty satisfied with the result. But yeah, I must have had an extra cup of coffee. So we catch Riley there, and then we catch the other orange jersey up here. So that breakaway gets caught through this massive effort on the last lap. Julian is still way long gone, but I hop on Matt's wheel here. There's the orange jersey, and we're still just cooking. We're in the tailwind at least, but we're still going pretty hard. Yeah, this effort continues up until the second to last corner, where everyone decides to just regroup. So, in all the races that I've been doing, I've pretty much just sat in the whole time. and waited until the end and tried to position myself in like 5th, 6th, 7th wheel, something where I'm just not in the front and I can catch a draft while everybody ramps up the power and begins the sprint for the final finish. And so that's basically the bare minimum of crit racing, is you don't want to be in the front when it comes to the finish line. But for this race, I forgot all about that and decided I'm gonna see if I have a 400-meter sprint, and I'm gonna go. I'm just gonna go, man. I'm gonna see what I have, and let's see how that plays out. Final corner, well, not final, but second to last corner. Gonna head up into the wind here. This is right over the crest, would probably be the best place to start thinking about the position. And I'm actually okay here out of the draft a bit, but it's like I'm not bunched up, which is good, because what happens is I do get bunched up. I get stuck behind Brandon. I actually have to get on the brakes, which is probably the last thing you want to do in the final lap heading into the sprint finish. Yeah, so right here, I'm just trying to stay in the draft, and I think that was a mistake because I get boxed in here, and at this point I'm trying to go. I'm like, I want to go. And I'm like, this is not fast enough, this needs to get faster. So here I go, bam, sprint, 180, heart rate, 450 meters to go. And still going, and
Too soon, Julian.
that's it. So I basically have a 100-meter sprint. I learned that. There goes everybody else. And so everyone takes off. I still managed to pedal over the line, which is an accomplishment either way. And that is the end of the race. Like I said, Julian took first. Cliff won that sprint finish. Sorry I don't have that on video, buddy. I'll get it next time. And Daniel took third. Alright, so that was awesome. That was actually a really good race. I was set up pretty well for the end, and yeah, don't blow all your matches, punch all your cards, whatever, you know, with 400 meters to go. So that is it. Eldo race number 7 in the books. Hope everybody enjoyed it. Oh, barfing. Hit that bell, hit that like, subscribe, do that YouTube stuff. I'll just put a song here and act like I know what I'm doing. But yeah, see you at the next one.
I saw your ass start going, I was like, fuck. Houston, no one was going. I mean, I don't have that sprint, but I just wanted the field to go. I was gonna try it. Too soon. Not bad. You went for a workout that bad.